fresh, fresh, flex, fresh, 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 flex, fresh, fresh.
Here I am, here I am, here I am. What? Here I am. I am here. Y'all be trying it. It's a few little things left though. Oh my God. Then I need to get. Oh my goodness. I'll be coming. Hold on. Because all I'm about to do is finish what I was doing. Y'all tried it. Because that's all that's about to happen. I'm still about to finish what I was doing. Let me pull this up and pull up my girl. Talk to my girl Alicia. Girl, because no, they tried it. I'm still about to do what I was doing. Y'all tried it. Late on.
You better get him, Lord. Before I get him, Lord. Hey.
Holy Spirit, activate.
Oh no.
Holy Spirit, activate. Holy Spirit, activate. Activate.
Hey. They say I ain't saved because I cuss a little bit. But you're the only judge that I need, and that's it. They always in my business because they say I backslid. They read the Holy Bible, but they ain't applying it. So Holy Spirit, activate. If you do it right now, that would be great. I ain't trying to smack this chick in the face. Don't you see me down here trying to change my ways? So
Holy Spirit,
you better do it, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
You better get him, Lord.
Holy Spirit,
Before I get him, Lord.
activate.
Hey.
You cannot.
Hold on.
Okay.
Now y'all tried it. Now let me pull this up. Thank you, Bridgerton, sweetie. Hold on, let me pull this up on my boy. Because y'all tried it. Hold on. Because we got an update. Exclusive. Now, Raz B, okay, alleges police unlawfully entered his home and he went live and said, I'm not safe. If I go to jail, get me out. Now let's listen to Raz.
The police just walked in my crib. I'm not good. I'm getting offline. The police are here at my fucking door and they walk past the doorstep for whatever reason. If I go to jail tonight, get me out. Pray for me. Make sure I'm protected. Put the blood on. I'm fucking scared. My address is... Mama, I promise you, I'm in my room. The police are at my door. They walk past my doorstep. I need help. No, I'm not safe. The fucking police. Shauna, call everybody you know. The police just walked in my crib. I'm not good. I'm getting offline. The police are here at my fucking door and they walk past the doorstep for whatever reason. If I go to jail tonight, get me out.
Okay, I got you. I got your back. He said, hold on, let me pull him up. Because I reached out to Raz this morning, and he said this. He sent me a voice clip. So, hold up. So this is my DM, big dot. Okay, who sees it? That's my DM, and I'm gonna play the voice clip that Raz sent me today. About if he's okay or not. So yeah, we're gonna get right into that. So we're gonna put Leprechaun up on this. No, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna put this up because I want y'all all up in my business like that. So let's play the clip.
I am now. Thank you. Was terrified. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't do the police thing, bro.
One more time, I'll play that clip.
I am now. Thank you. Was terrified. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't do the police thing, bro.
So Raz is stating that he's fine. So for all the people that are worried, because I was one of those people, that he's doing just fine. So he is okay. He's a-okay. So yeah, that's just to update you on that, because I've seen a lot of people were worried. So I reached out to him today. I'm just like, hey, so the video, are you okay? Everything, all right. You need anything? And he said he was fine. He said that he's good. He wasn't good, but he's good now. So so shout out to Raz B. That's all I have for you on that, exactly what happened and whatnot. I usually don't, I'm nosy, but I'm not that nosy, So, and that's his story to tell. So, but I checked on him. He said that he's doing all right. He was, a little worried, but he's good. So, yeah, so shout out to Raz B. Now, Leatherface or Trick Daddy or stops the DJ from playing Khia due to her beef with Trick or Trina, and said, we not singing that ugly verse. Okay, now let's get into this.
I get slutty and talk about Trick. Oh, hell no. That long titty, ugly Trick Daddy looking. That ain't no play tonight. I get Trick to play. I'll talk right here.
What dance was that? Was that the lawnmower? What did he do at the end? What was that? Start dancing like an old nigga. Trick, what was that? I'm stuck on the dance he did at the end. Did y'all see what Leatherface? Look at Leatherface. Look at Leatherface. Y'all looking at the screen? Y'all keep looking at the screen. Now he stopped the DJ from playing Khia verse because how she just look. What is this? What is happening? What is going on? What do you call that? So he stopped playing Khia verse, which I don't blame him. I mean, Khia, you done called that girl a bass hound. Khia, you done did Trina dirty. So with Trick trying to show Trina a little piece of loyalty, with Leatherface, trying to show her a little bit of, with the skillet on stage, trying to show Trina a little bit of loyalty. Okay, yeah, I can see that. And Khia, you have you went overboard when it's come to Trina. You absolutely have, and that's Trick girl. So if he look, we ain't playing her, I can't get mad at that, because Khia, that would be, to sit there and listen to your track, and it's like all the ish that you done talked to. You done gave Trick all type of illnesses. Khia, you done gave him everything, even Ebola. Like, girl, Khia, you done gave him everything, girl. Everything, girl. So I get with him, you said a lot. Khia, you said a lot, girl. So I really don't blame him. I really don't. So shout out to Trick for showing Trina some type of loyalty, because Khia, you have done a lot, girl. You've done the most. You've done the most. So move right along. So look at Remy Ma on this runway to go nowhere. I'm like, Remy, you ain't going nowhere but home. I mean, it's real cute that you're on the runway. I mean, it's cute. See, I look so good to be wearing this. And I look so good to be trying this. I'm conceding. I got no reason. Go on, girl. Go on, girl. Girl, dressed up to go back home. Shout out to Remy. Go, girl. Dressed up to go back to the crib, girl. As soon as you got off that walkway, Uber home. You and Papa. You and Papa. Y'all ain't been invited nowhere. Beyonce just had a birthday. Nicki just did a Queen mix. Like, girl, you ain't getting invited nowhere. Yeah. Remy, girl, don't nobody want you at their party. So, yeah. So, I mean, she looks amazing. Look at Remy. Remy is giving. I will give her that. Remy is giving. She is giving on the girls. That's one thing you cannot do hate on her. She looks damn good. Remy looks amazing. I will give her that. Remy looks great. She's beautiful. She looks amazing. But but she ain't doing nothing but going home after that, stepping on toys and ish as she walks through the door with that golden child over there. So yeah, Remy do look great. She does. She looks amazing. I ain't never gonna hate her. She 3 snaps up, 3 snaps down, like killing it. Body on fierce, face beat. Like Remy look great. I like the short cut on her. She looks amazing. Though that wig is real cute on her. Like she cute. Remy looks good. So, I'm definitely gonna give her, credit where it's due. She looks amazing, but where's she going? Remy, girl, where you going? Girl, this was real cute. You walking down the runway, at least you're doing something. But girl, you looking real bored over there, sis. You looking real bored over there, sis. So shout out to Remy Ma for getting dressed up to go nowhere. Gone, girl, on the road. Remy look good. And Remy look good. Remy look good. She look good. So the moment we've all been waiting for. Now y'all know this is what everybody came for. So let's get into Nicki. So Nicki comes forward and she said, well, let's just play the clip quick. Let me put this up for just in case, because we ain't got time to look at their use. We just over here trying to get the tea. Let's play what Nicki said on Queen Radio.
Oh, girl, you could go to the clinic. Imagine posting photos that you're pregnant. And the person doesn't even like it or say congratulations. But then when you post that Beyonce sent you flowers congratulating you, the person then tries to attempt to send you flowers thinking that, oh, I can use this opportunity as I use everyone else. She'll post that I sent her flowers. I didn't even let them shit to my motherfucking house. Clown. Imagine telling someone you didn't want to drink, because you were at the time possibly, pregnant because you were actively, trying to have a baby. Imagine that person saying, oh, girl, you could go to the clinic. Imagine posting photos that you're pregnant. And the person doesn't even like it or say congratulations. But then when you post that Beyonce sent you flowers congratulating you, the person then tries to attempt to send you flowers thinking that, oh, I can use this opportunity as I use everyone else. She'll post that I sent her flowers. I didn't even let them shit to my motherfucking house. Clown.
So what is being stated is Nicki is talking about a female, I'm assuming, that wanted her to drink at a time to where she was trying to have a baby, right? And the girl told her when she was just like, look, I'm trying to have a baby or I might be pregnant. And she, girl, you can go to the clinic. Hot girl shit. Real hot girl shit. So the person told her, because Nicki ain't say no name. She didn't say a name. And it's annoying. I'm like, Nicki, this is annoying. I'm like, just say who it is. Like, hurry up. So Nicki didn't say a name. She didn't say who it was. her fans and the Barbs, I'm assuming, have all nominated Pegasus as tribute and said that it's Pegasus. Megasis said that, okay? Allegedly, this girl said to Nicki that when she either thought she was pregnant or getting in the process of trying to get pregnant, that they told her because it was offering her liquor and whatnot, and Nicki was like, trying to have a baby, like, or I might be pregnant, girl. And they was just like, girl, you could clinic that, real hot girl-ish. Girl, go to the clinic, no big deal. Girl, here, take this drink. So Nicki was just like, gross. Like, gross for you to even say that. And then when Nicki found out that she was pregnant, she posted pictures, and whatnot. And then Beyonce has sent her some flowers congratulating her on being pregnant. So then Megasis took that as, oh, what Beyonce does, I do. Okay, Beyonce etiquette, and Beyonce's doing it, I'm going to do it too. So, but that person didn't like one picture of the pregnancy, nothing. Or didn't come congratulate Nicki, nothing, right? Didn't like L picture, nothing. Okay. So, but then when Beyonce, my girl Beyonce girl, when she sent her some flowers and Nicki put it on social media, then all of a sudden, here come whoever this person is trying to send flowers. And Nicki was like, Beyonce sent me some flowers and now throw them in the garbage. Throw them in the garbage. Don't even bring them in my house. Because I'm not about to put it on Instagram. I'm not about to do none of that. And that's what they think I'm about to do because I put Beyonce's. I put Beyonce's flowers on it because that was genuine. Her flowers ain't genuine. That's what happened, right? Am I missing something? They weren't genuine flowers. And whoever this person is hates babies because they didn't like any of the baby posts. They told you to go to the clinic. So this person hates babies, right? I'm confused. So this person hates babies, and on top of that, they felt like Nicki should just go to the clinic and get rid of Papa Bear. Like, yeah, girl, you just go to the clinic. It's just like, wow. Nicki, that's a lot. Nicki, that is a lot, girl. I said, Nicki, this is a lot. So the Barbs and Nicki fans have decided to say, you know what? That got that horse written all over it. All of the tracks are horse tracks. So since all of the tracks that Nicki is leaving, okay, for us to figure out who this was, is horse tracks. Okay, we got to get that damn horse. So they said it's Megasis. They said it was her. They said the person that was mumbling and cackling and all of that in front of Nicki, telling her to go to the clinic. They said that was Megasis. They said Megasis said, no, a baby, no. Okay, that they said it was. Now they said it's Megasis. Okay. Now Megasis sat over there. All see, this is why you don't trust nobody from a farm. This is why. Never trust Nicki. Look, I tried to tell you about Megasis a long time ago. I tried to warn you. I tried to warn you about Megasis, girl. Okay? A horse to everyone is not a horse to no one, bitch. Because she let everybody ride her around, Nicki, girl. She's supposed to be your horse, girl. No. She been giving everybody rides. Everybody rides. And they all use your saddle. They don't even change saddles. Okay. So Megasis is the culprit, the person that hates babies. Okay, it's Megasis. Okay, Megasis the Stallion. Megasis the Stallion is a baby eater, allegedly. Mm-hmm. 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 Megasis is Mrs. Get Rid of Your Churn. Yes, that is what Megasis is. Megasis is Clinic the Situation Summer. Mm. It's a Sturgis type of summer messing with Pegasus, or OBGYN type of summer. So she should have named this album Planned Parenthood instead of Traumazine, is what she should have named it. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Megasis, yes, Megasis. Megasis is the culprit behind this, and she came forward and said it, right? Now, Nicki still ain't put no name on it, but somebody added Pegasus and said, Nicki Minaj is accusing you of encouraging aborting the mission and child endangerment with alcohol, girl, because that's what Megasis is. Megasis do everything intoxicated. But she done made it an art. She's a functioning addict, allegedly. She said this isn't something to stay quiet on. And then Megan responded and said, lie. Megan don't care. Megan don't care. Nicki, if it was Megan, Megan said she don't care. Megan do not care. Nicki, Megan says she ain't scared of you. Pegasus is not afraid of you. She said lie. She ain't say nothing like that. That wasn't me. I don't know what she's talking about. That's what Megasis said. Megasis said she don't know what she's talking about. Like that. With the face that I made. Girl, that was not me. Like, girl, when nobody's talking about her, didn't nobody say nothing about that baby. That's what Megan said. Ah. Megan said that to you and your barbs. Girl, when nobody's talking about her, that was not me. I did not say that to her. No, I didn't. Like, so that's what Megan's giving. Megan giving, like, girl, she is not worried about it. Megan, like, she ain't talking about me. I don't know what y'all talking about. She's not talking about me. I never told her to get rid. I didn't say none of that. I didn't say none of that. But also, Nicki never said that it was Pegasus. She never said that. Let's listen to it one more time. Because Nicki could just like come out with it if she wanted to. Obviously, she doesn't. So I'm not saying she's not talking about Megan, but she did not say Megan's name. So let's listen to it one more time.
Clown. Imagine telling someone you didn't want to drink, because you were at the time possibly, pregnant because you were actively, trying to have a baby. Imagine if that person say, oh, girl, you could go to the clinic. Imagine posting photos that you're pregnant. And the person doesn't even like it or say congratulations. But then when you post that Beyonce sent you flowers congratulating you, the person then tries to attempt to send you flowers thinking that, oh, I can use this opportunity as I use everyone else. She'll post that I sent her flowers. I didn't even let them shits in my motherfucking house. Clown.
So for the people that are lost, let me catch you up. So Nicki was just stating how this person that is an opportunist that goes through the industry pretty much and uses all type of people, and whatnot. And she, a certain situation happened to where this person was offering her alcohol in some sort. And Nicki was either stating thought she was pregnant or could be. It was on her journey. I'm getting pregnant to this person, and this person told her to just go to the clinic, meaning like the baby. Okay. And this person also never said congratulations to them when when Nicki came out and said that she was pregnant. And after Beyonce sent her some flowers, then all of a sudden, so obviously she's talking about a celebrity. She has to be. But when Beyonce sent her some flowers and Nicki posted that Beyonce sent her some flowers, and all of a sudden, this person that did not say congratulations to her and also told her to go to a clinic about her baby sent her some flowers because she is, I guess, this person is a clout chaser, you know, and whatnot. So they thought Nicki would post the flowers because Nicki posted that Beyonce sent her some flowers. So, whatever. I'm just telling you what's going on. I don't make the news; I just report it. So, Nicki was just telling the story of this person. So she never stated any name. She never even really specified, I guess, if it's a female or male. We really don't know. But I guess her fans and Barb's and other people have put two and two together and stated that she is talking about Megan Thee Stallion. That these things that she's stating within this clip that was played, that Megan Thee Stallion is the culprit, is what people are coming up with. So, but this story being true, only Nicki knows. You know, only she. I guess I don't know why she would come forward and like lie about this, but at the same time, she never said who it was. So I think what makes the story unbelievable is because it's allegedly supposed to be about Megan, but again, we don't know that it's about Megan. Nicki never stated who it's about. People are just guessing. So again, that's what's going on. That's what's going on. So let's get into, because there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay. So yeah, so we just got into that. Okay. So a person replying to Megasis, I'm make this big. A person responding to Megasis says, "No names were mentioned, but you were the first to respond." Oh baby, this she fits. Megan says, "So this person didn't mention me? Question mark. If someone at you, you respond, and if someone at you, you can respond, right? Or that don't apply for every user on Twitter. If someone directly adds my name, why do they be confused when I reply? LOL." And they're talking about, you know, when she responded, when the person said, "Hey, Megan, this isn't the time to be quiet, Pegasus. Okay, girl." And Megan responded and said that it was a lie. So for Megan to respond to the person in the chat, a person feels like that is a hit dog hollering, you know? Or like Megan said, it could just be me responding. But it's like, again, Meg, we still don't know what happened in the elevator with Beyonce and Jay-Z and Solange, girl. Not everything deserves, especially if you know for a fact she's not talking about you, then there is no reason, because her response can be very confusing. You can feel like, if how I'm looking at it, Megan's talking about the person that added her in the chat with this. I feel like she's talking about this. Like, if somebody adds me and says something to me, I can respond. Like, why is people, shocked when I respond? Or people can take it as, well, are you talking about Nicki Minaj? Like, didn't she at me? Are you talking about Nicki? Or are you talking about, the person in the chat? If somebody asks you, don't you have the right to respond? Okay, are you talking about Nicki adding you? Or things can get confused. Like, lines can be blurred. So it's better to just say nothing, especially if she ain't talking about me. Like when Nicki said this story right here, I know she ain't talking about Sean. I never met her. So she ain't talking about me. So it would be no reason for me to come forward like, lie. Like, there's no reason for me to come forward and say anything, because I know she ain't talking about me. Like, she's not talking about me. Even if someone's like, I think she's talking about Sean David Wayne, I feel like, well, Sean has never had no conversation like that with Nicki. So I know she ain't talking to me. So don't at me about something that ain't got nothing to do with me. Well, I don't care who posting what. So that's just what they posting. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's not true. I don't have anything to do with what's being discussed. Um, so there's really no reason to say anything at all. Sometimes responding can be worse than not saying anything at all. I would rather just say nothing at all. Because people are already drawing their own conclusions, Megasis, saying that this is about you because Nicki never stated a name. So since Nicki never stated a name and people are assuming that it's you, say nothing. And if you say nothing, then people will move on if it's not you. They'll be like, oh, she ain't talking about Megan. I heard she's talking about this person. Or I heard she's talking about that person, and whatnot. It'll move on. But if you coming out like, lie, and then just don't say nothing at all, because now you're inserted. Because now people can use that three-letter word that you said. Now they can turn that into something. Like, oh, she responded to this. You got to be her. Because why would she respond? And stuff like that. So it's just like, yeah, just if she ain't talking about you, she ain't talking about you. It's that simple. Like you said, if a person asks you, you have the right to respond, but you also have the right to say nothing. You don't have to respond. Who cares if blogs are posting it? If you know it's not you, she didn't say your name, leave it alone. Like that. That's what I would do. As soon as you respond, as soon as you say something, they turn it into other stuff. Shout out to Jerry. He says Nicki is nasty for attacking all these black women and encouraging fans to do that to Meg. Meg wasn't around her when she was getting pregnant. It's giving mentally ill. Look, I can't say all that about my girl. I love Onika. I do. I love Nicki music. So big fan. Thank you for that. But right, like TTB Network said, right, like why respond if it's not you, sis? Agreed. Yeah, I just feel like you make things bigger when you state something. And shout out to TTB Network. Y'all get over there and subscribe. Why make something bigger than what it is? Just say nothing, because they're already blowing it up, especially if it's not you. So it's being sent around everywhere. She's not talking about you. Leave it like that. She ain't talking about me. That's how I feel. People say things all the time, whether they put an address on it or not. But just because the shoe can fit doesn't mean that it does. So I would say nothing if it has nothing to do with you. Leave well enough alone. They came up with this all on their own about it's you, so it'll go away all on its own. Because where are the facts backing that Nicki is talking about Megan? She could be, but she could be talking about somebody else. So if she's talking about somebody else, we don't even care now because you responded. So yeah, it's about you. It's about you. So yeah, hey, it is what it is. But moving right along. Megasis. The barbers don't like you, girl. So Nicki Minaj comments on Garcelle asking social users to stop bullying her son. On this Queen Radio podcast, Nicki said, "Did you care about my effing son?" Now, this is very interesting. Very interesting. So I'm going to put up my banner and we're going to listen to what Nicki had to say about Garcelle. Play.
White man left you, bitch. Disgusting.
But I always tell you guys, because they wanted ratings. And the next thing that happened to them, they were canceled. And now this lady is on one of the Real Housewives talking about, leave my son alone. Don't leave comments under my son's page.
Bitch, if you can't feel this standing motherfucking heat, get the fuck out the kitchen, bitch. Do you care about my motherfucking son, bitch? Did you care about my motherfucking son, hoe? I see why that white man left you, bitch. Disgusting.
But I always tell you guys, because they wanted ratings. And the next thing that happened to them, they were canceled. And now this lady is on one of the Real Housewives talking about, leave my son alone. Don't leave comments under my son's page.
Bitch, if you can't feel this standing motherfucking heat, get the fuck out the kitchen, bitch. Do you care about my motherfucking son, bitch? Did you care about my motherfucking son, hoe? I see why that white man left you, bitch.
Now, I like Nicki and everything. Y'all know I love Onika. I do. I love me some Nicki Minaj, but I'm sorry, that is nothing I can get behind. I can't get behind nothing like that. I I can't support that. And the reason why I can't support it is because Garcelle was doing her job. She didn't bring, she didn't hire, because that's what Nicki's problem is that Garcelle was on the show The Real, and they interviewed Jennifer Huff, Kenneth Petty's victim. So that's why she has so much smoke towards Garcelle, because Garcelle has been on the internet telling people to stop bullying her son over a situation that happened on Real Housewives that he really had nothing to do with. It was some woman on a cast member on there gawking at the young man and whatnot, and it just kind of blew up to where the boy, because fans of hers and whatnot were coming over bullying Garcelle's son. So it was wrong. Like he's a child. He ain't got nothing to do with this show, especially not like that. Like, why people attacking him? Why is that okay? Like, it's not okay. It's not. Should nobody over there attacking him? Attacking him for what? Like, what are we attacking him for? I'm like, no, leave him alone. Like, what? Gross, right? So, and Garcelle is his mother. So, of course, she's going to be protective over her kid. And her being on the show is the reason he getting all the smoke. So, she on the show, not him. He ain't holding no peach, none of that. Okay? So, she's protecting her kid. So, and she has the right to do so, especially over the reason it's stupid, it's petty, and he's a kid. Like, leave that boy out of that. That's crazy. You know, so I understand. And I understand Nicki not necessarily liking the fact that they interviewed Jennifer. I understand that. I get that too. But you cannot blame that one on Garcelle. Like, what are you blaming her for? I don't understand that. She didn't hire Jennifer, bring Jennifer. She had nothing to do with that. She showed up to work and they said, look, this who come in, interview him, here go the question. She had a job to do. So I don't get that. Like, how you're attacking her for showing up and doing her job. The Real wasn't her show. She didn't bring the guests, hire the guests, none of that. She doesn't do that. The producers, they handle the talent, not Giselle. She is the talent. So somebody like you, Nicki, should understand that. Like, I would think you would understand being on shows like The American Idol and, you know, stuff like that. I would think you would get that. You know, when you came to work, you were coming to do your job. You had a job to do when you got there. No different than Simon Cowell. People hated him, but he had a job to do. He had a job to do when he came there. Something is expected out of all of these people. So it's the same thing with her. Like, was she supposed to just walk away? Nicki, when have you and Garcelle ever been like besties? Skipping through the woods down the street, la, la, la. No. I would understand if you guys were close friends, you know, or something like that. I would get that. You just be like, you know, as my friend, you know, why would you? She's not your friend. Clearly, because what you just said about her, is that how you talk about her? I don't talk about my friends that way. I don't talk about my friends that way. Even when we fall out, I don't talk about them like that. Oh, no, girl. I pretty much cuss them out like on the phone or when we see each other last, and then I just kind of leave it alone unless, you know, whatever. But I can't get down with that. And another thing I can't get down with, Nicki, is that you can't blame anybody for your husband's past. That's your husband's past. It has nothing to do with anybody. So you can't say, did Garcelle think about your son? No, Nicki, did you think about your son? I mean, I just got to keep it real. You decided to marry Kenneth. You were planning having a child. You knew all of this stuff before having a kid with him, Nicki. So I just feel like that's kind of crazy for you to be trying to blame that on somebody else. Your husband's past on somebody else. No. If anybody should have thought about Papa Bear, should have been you as his mother. Like, that's just me keeping it real with you. You didn't get married with no surprises. You didn't have a child with no surprises. You didn't find all this stuff out after. You knew all of it before. And you still chose to make the decision to do the things that you did. And I don't knock Nicki for it. I mean, it is what it is. I can't tell you who to fall in love with, how to fall in love with. That ain't got nothing to do with me. She's a grown woman. She chose to be with him. That was her decision. It's fine. What can I do about it? Nothing. So I'm not going to worry about something that I can't control. And I can't control who Nicki's with. I can't. But she also doesn't get to control the perception of how people perceive him because he's with her. No, Nicki. No, people are going to bow to you as a queen because of what you've done. Nobody's going to bow to him as a king. Like, there's going to be a lot of people that disagree with his background, that disagree with it. So you can't get mad at people for talking about it. Like, they have to. And I think maybe if you talked about it more, maybe you would be more at peace with it, because it doesn't sound like you are. It sounds like you still have a lot of issues with it, and you have that right. I'm sure it's very frustrating, you know, to be married to the type of man you're married to, doing the things that you're able to do. I noticed at the Vanguard Awards that her husband was not there. He wasn't present. He didn't walk her up on stage, have a beautiful moment, how like Beyonce and Jay-Z, when she got her Vanguard Award, Jay-Z came up there for Blue Ivy. That would have been a beautiful moment for her husband to be. You know, I feel like Nicki's frustrated about a lot of things. I feel like she's mad at a lot of things. And I think that the anger is being misdirected, in my opinion. That's just me keeping it real, because I love Nicki, I do. But I'm not going to be fake. Like, I don't have to be. And I'm not going to be, because I don't owe Nicki anything, and she don't owe me anything. But I do think that it's a misdirected anger. I think her real anger is with her husband. I do. And I think that she pushes it out on other people because it keeps her home happier. It may not be a real happiness, but it's still better than constantly combating each other, you know, and whatnot. So I do feel that way. I think a lot of the rap girls right now are receiving a lot of heat, you know, from other things that's going on with Nicki, because this is the year of Nicki. If you ask me, she's been winning, you know, big all year. What's with all the drama when you're so successful without it? You know, the Super Freaky Girl hit #1, just doing this Queen mix and stuff like that, just getting a Vanguard Award. It sounds like a Grammy is in the bag. You know, it sounds like a great year for her. It's like, why are you so upset? Like, girl, you should be happy. Like, you should be enjoying yourself, you know, and basking, you know, in all of this, you know, and whatnot, instead of going around with this anger. It's like, who are you mad? Just coming off as a bully. It's like, Nicki, like, because you can't blame nobody for what your husband went through in his past. That's his past. It belongs to him. So you have to become at peace with a person's past, knowing that it's going to affect you in the future. It can't be, I'm okay with it until it comes up. No, you're never going to be happy, you know, that way. You have to come to some type of peace with it. And it doesn't seem like she is, because any situation that comes up like this, it's like she's pointing the finger at everybody but your husband, who it belonged on. Like, he did it. I mean, innocent or guilty, whatever. That's his past. That's something that he has to deal with. But I don't know. I just think that's kind of cruel, you know, to come forward and belittle this woman for protecting her son. Because you would do the same thing, because you're going to have to. Nicki, this is going to follow Papa Bear forever. Forever. And I don't feel like it's right, even when Papa Bear gets to the age, because Nicki's son is about to be 2. This woman's son has social media, can read, all of that. So when people saying these crazy things, he hears and sees it all. He hears and sees it all. Papa Bear don't know what's going on. He's 1, about to be 2. So September 30th, 10 days after me. He about to be 2. So he don't know a lot of what's going on right now. Garcelle's son does. So it's more so of an immediate leave my child alone, you know, type of situation. Somebody that fluently understands all of this hate that you're spewing towards him. Papa Bear is going to have to face that the majority of his life, if not at all. It's something that's never going to go away. This is always going to be mentioned. Always. I mean, it is what it is. And I don't feel like it's fair, and I don't feel like it's okay for people to still come and say crazy things to Papa Bear because of what his father did in his father's past. What does that have to do with Papa Bear? It doesn't have anything to do with him, but it's still something that he's going to have to face. And you're going to have to face it too. Right? It doesn't just get to go away because you're the queen of hip hop. No. The queen of hip hop made decisions and people look at them all. So, I mean, I don't understand the, you know, as a Black woman, especially, why would you tell another Black woman, like, basically, F your kid? You know, did you think about mine? Like, what? Like, are you kidding me? So you asking me if I considered doing my job like that had anything to do with your child? It doesn't. What Garcelle did had nothing to do with Papa Bear. Nothing. Nothing. It doesn't. Like, we're not going to make that. I'm not going to force that. Like, what she did was wrong. No, she did her job. Like, she did her job. That's what they do. They talk about topics, current topics, stories that are getting a lot of traction, you know, and things. So it's what they do. So why do they have to stop because it's Nicki Minaj? Like, no, we're unbiased. We're going to talk about everything. And like, you know, like, I just think that that's kind of crazy, you know, that you would approach it that way when you could have just simply stated how you felt and just been like, you know what? I get that people are attacking your son, but what you did, I feel like people are going to attack my son for. No harm, no foul. But to say how she said it was like an attack, it's like you're attacking her within this moment for protecting her son. It's like that. I don't feel like if somebody was coming at Papa Bear, I don't feel that it would be okay for somebody to attack Nicki for protecting her son. And I don't care how she does it. I don't care. I mean, her protecting her kid is her protecting her kid. You know, it is what it is. So I'm not going to gawk at her or come at her or attack her, you know, in the process. But I don't feel that it's okay to knowingly marry someone with a certain background, have a child by this person, and expect people to forget the background and all of that stuff because you're with him so that Papa Bear can be protected. Like, no, that's not how life works. It doesn't work that way. People are people, you know? So if you didn't want your kid to have to worry about these type of things, then you should have never been with this man. That means that you regret your marriage. You regret being with Kenneth. That ain't gonna, none of us had a choice in who you're with, and we don't want a choice. You have free will, and I want Nicki to be with who she loves. And if Kenneth is that person, he's that person. But he comes with baggage. He comes with baggage. You don't get to remove it because you're a star. It's not just gonna go away because I'm Nicki. So it needs to go away. No. Life don't work like that. You could choose to answer to it or you could choose to ignore it. If anything, I feel like the roles should be switched. I feel like Beyonce should be doing more talking and Nicki should be more quiet. Like, because I mean, Jay-Z ain't got nothing like that on his record, you know, or anything like that. So that's the last thing so I just feel like it would be better for her to move in silence, you know, at times. She has the right to speak. She can say what she wants. She's a grown woman. But when she does, like, don't make an excuse for the things that she says. Just let her talk. Let her talk. And I'm responding off of what she said. I'm not putting words in her mouth, making anything up. I'm not doing any of that. Because then people want to protect her. And when people disagree, like, why are we feeling the need to protect someone from disagreement? I thought y'all said Nicki don't like yes men. Nicki don't want a bunch of yes men around her. I thought that that's what was being stated. So why is it not okay to disagree? I don't have to agree with everything Nicki does because y'all justify everything she does. Every time she does something, especially somebody to disagree with, oh, every time she responds, this happens. What do you mean? Like, no, there's a way of responding. There's a way of going about things. That's all that is. And if somebody disagrees with it, let them. Doesn't mean that they hate her. They the op, they the this, they the that. No, I love her, but I don't agree with what she said to Garcelle. I don't agree. And I'm talking about this. This is what I'm talking about. Y'all always want to take it somewhere else. Go ahead, take it there. I don't care. I'm talking about this right here. I don't agree with it. I'll still listen to her music, you know, all of that stuff. I mean, they ain't got nothing to do with it. But like I said, when people say something, hold them accountable. That's all. If you agree with what Nicki said, cool. I'm not about to argue with you. Argue with you about what? Because I'm still going to disagree. It doesn't matter. You're not about to come tell me, oh, the industry did this. And okay, I ain't trying to hear industry. I don't want to hear none of that. The industry ain't got nothing to do with this. This is between two women, her and Garcelle. Obviously, she has a problem with her. So that's what it's about. And it got nothing to do with nothing else. Like, look at it for what it is. Don't turn this into a machine and all. No. That is not what it is. No, this is just simply her setting her opinion. Let her have it. But everybody don't have to agree. You don't. Okay, that's fine. If you think that Nicki's right, okay, cool. I don't. I don't think that that was cool. And what she said, I don't. Now, what she said about the whole, that alleged Megan Thee Stallion situation, like I said, she's a grown woman. She gets to say what she wants to say. I have nothing, you know, I think if somebody told her that she should go get rid of her kid, I think that's pretty low. But, you know, other than that, she can say what she wants to say. Like, I mean, that's fine. But you can't, I don't believe in people judging people for something that, for a decision that you made. Shout out to Nosy Hill Live Gossip and Newsroom. She said, showing support. Y'all better super chat for this team. Shout out to my boo Nosy. Y'all make sure y'all get over there and subscribe to my girl Nosy Hill Live. Y'all know she over there doing her thing. So shout out to my girl Nosy. But yeah, I just think that well, I feel like we are all immature. Like I'm immature. Like I don't feel like, hold on. I don't feel like I'm fully mature. I don't. I feel like I have a lot of immature ways. I feel that there's a lot of times to where I could grow up and, you know, I mean, we all have those moments, you know, so nobody's perfect. So I'm not expecting perfection from Nicki. I'm not expecting her to be perfect. Like, you know, anything like that. No, not at all. But there are expectations. There are. And having something as successful as Queen Radio, I just think she should just focus more on the music. You know, that's all. I mean, I don't know. I feel like all of these good things are happening with Nicki. It doesn't seem like she's enjoying it. I feel like she's missing the moment. And then when things happen, instead of her having a moment and enjoying it, because I feel like a lot of, even with me, sometimes, I feel like a lot of us are okay with the other shoe dropping. You know, when life get real good, the house get real quiet, I feel like something wrong because we're comfortable in chaos. We're comfortable in it. So when things get less chaotic, we get uncomfortable, you know, to where we make things chaotic again. And I feel like that's what Nicki gives. I feel like the with the payola and all of that stuff, I feel like a lot of that stuff has really calmed down. And Nicki has had a lot of wins this year. Thus far, Nicki 2022 is great for Nicki. She's gotten to do a lot of performances, Young Money reuniting, a #1 hit. A lot. Vanguard Award. She got a lot going for herself. A shoe-in for the Grammys, the same as if. AMA Awards, all type of stuff. You know, it seems like a great year. And instead of her focusing on that, it just seems as if, because all of this is going on with these other rappers and, you know, all these other females that have been thrown into the equation, all this drama that's going around Queen Mix, you know, and stuff like that. I just don't feel like there should be any drama. Like, why is there any drama? And if people are, who cares? Just like literally ignore it and keep promoting the song. But it seems like the click up mentality and whatnot is taking over. It's more so like a popularity contest, I guess, instead of it just being about the music, you know. I don't know. Because it's mighty weird to me how all of this drama starts around Queen Mix, especially with these, right, unnecessary drama, especially with all of these other female rappers that didn't get chose or might have something to say about it. It's like, y'all could get together yourselves and put together your own collaborative situation. Why does it take for like somebody like Nicki or Cardi or Kim, you know, somebody like that to get y'all together, to unify y'all, to all of y'all to hop on one track? Like, why does it take? It doesn't seem like y'all want to work with each other. Like, that's how it seems to me. Like, y'all don't want to work with each other. Because Lakia and LaCoy LeRae and all of them all hopping on a track, doing their own little ladies' night type of situation. That would have been cute. That would have been real cute. Like, why does somebody else have to be like backing it and supporting it? Why can't y'all get together and just do it yourselves and create your own movements? Like, why does it take another rapper? We need a bigger rapper or somebody that's been here before. You know, to come. No, y'all can do it on your own. Nicki bringing Akbar and all those same people, JT, Akbar, Katie Got Bands, Bia, all of them can work together on their own. They don't need Nicki to work together. They could do it themselves. That's why I don't understand when people be like, oh, this person don't work with nobody. No, they don't want to work with each other. That's what the problem is. That y'all don't want to work with each other. So y'all rather work with each other in a clout chase type of situation. Like, ooh, Nicki, oh, cool. You know, yeah, let's do that. Let's get on that because it's Nicki. You know, but y'all could do it on your own. Like y'all don't. Over my head though. But yeah, so like I said, I let Nicki down, but I just don't agree with the comments that she said about Garcelle. And I think that a lot of this drama that's going on around Queen's Mix, I don't know if it's just making the song more popular, you know, and whatnot, but I feel like just how I don't know. I just feel like Nicki has a lot of power to stop certain things too. So like with all of the girls fighting and stuff like that, I feel like Nicki could come in, you know, she wanted to say like, look, y'all cut that out. Like, it ain't that serious, you know, blah, 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 and whatnot. I don't, instead of this demeanor, like, you know, I'm mother, you know, check in and I don't know, because it's cute now that you're doing it, but if somebody else try to come through the same way, you know, it's like, or would you be feeling that energy? You know, so I just feel like she could end a lot of things, Nicki. She wanted them to end, but she clearly feels how she feels and gonna move the way that she does, though. Yeah, so shout out to Nicki. Shout out to her. Shout out to Garcelle. Shout out to both of their children. You know, that's all I have to say about it. Neither kid deserves to be bullied, you know, or anything like that. That's not cool. It's really not. So yeah, yeah, like I said, I don't agree. I don't. If that make me a Nicki hater, whatever. It is what it is. So Pegasus is showing Nicki how much she cares. This is amazing, by the way. Oh wow. So shout out to shout out to Megan. This is amazing. This is amazing. You are really talented. Absolutely. Pegasus is a gift. You deserve more respect. This is amazing. Yeah. Okay. So shout out to Megasis. This is incredible. Just the talent. The talent that is being displayed here. So shout out to Megasis. Out here telling y'all what to kiss. I feel like this is for the barbs. She acting like it's because she wants to go Brazil. It had nothing to do with that. She's sick of all of y'all. She absolutely is. She also ain't scared of none of y'all. She wanted me to tell y'all that. Absolutely. Shout out to the Pegasus. So this is what I really wanted to talk about. Let's get into this. Illinois passes PURGE law. Hundreds of inmates expected to be freed once Safety Act goes into effect on January 1st. Let's get into it.
Public official and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners, officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal. As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them. It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners, officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal. As of January 1st,
If you live in Illinois, run. 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 Absolutely. That is no bull. Like, that is my advice. If you live in the state of Illinois, leave. Leave. If you value your life and your churn life, get out of Illinois. Okay? Especially before January 1st. Okay, now because this is going over a lot of people's heads, because I haven't seen people in the chat were just like, even celebrities, just like, what? Like, I still don't get it. So let's break this down. Illinois non-detainable. Detainable means arrest, okay? Detaining you, okay? Offenses. Beginning January 1st, aggravated battery, aggravated DUI, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, drug-induced intimidation, kidnapping, robbery, second-degree murder, threatening a public official. Okay? Yes. So that means that if any of these things happen, they're not arresting anybody. Okay? At least not right away. It'll take time. Even if they're on a monitor, even if they're on an ankle monitor, like can't go anywhere, like home arrest type of situation, they still can't do anything for 48 hours. So that gives the person, that's what the officer said, like it gives a person a chance to get to like Alaska or Canada, you know, somewhere before they could even do nothing. So that means that they get to commit this crime and then leave. They got 48 hours, a 48-hour head start. Even if reported right away, they still can't even do nothing. They can't go nowhere. 48 hours, they can do nothing. Okay, kidnappings as well. So like your children, if they kidnap your child, they're not arresting nobody for that. If somebody is on your property, even if they built a house inside of your shed or garage, you know, or something like that, the police are not removing them from your premises. They're giving you the right to decide what type of force to take. That's why second-degree murder isn't detainable, is non-detainable as well. Because first degree is usually premeditated, like it's something that you planned, thought of, blah, blah, blah. With second degree, it's something that could just up and happen, pretty much like somebody being on your property, you telling them to leave, they don't, pow. You know, or even near your property, pow. Not even all the way on it, no stands around, none of that, just. That is scary, very scary. They're also going to be releasing inmates with all of these charges as of January 1st. So they're going to be releasing all of these people back into the public. So all of the people that have committed these crimes that are in prison right now, aggravated this, aggravated that, aggravated fleeing, arson, burglary, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery, great. All of those people are being released as of January 1st, 2023. Yes. So it is like literally a purge. It really is. Now, it's not like literal purge, like encouraging people to, but they're not discouraging it either. They're really not. So you already know how bad it is in Chicago, especially places like that with a lot of crime, black on black, you know, especially. So a lot of these prisons are overcrowded and whatnot, and they have been trying to, so Illinois is just the beginning. This will definitely be spreading nationwide because they've been trying to get at least like 70-80% of the prisons empty. Like they made it like a goal. So all these people, they're about to send them right back into the communities. So it's not just Illinois, 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 Illinois. Remember, it's always a problem until it's happening to you. Like the water in Michigan has been bad, but now that it's happening in places in like down south and stuff like that, it's more of an immediate thing. You know, it's more people just like, okay. But when it wasn't happening to y'all, it was fine. You know, it's just more so like, get out of there. You know, Michigan doesn't have water, just leave. And now you're one of those states to where you just can't leave because your whole life is here. So it's just like, can't just pick up and go type of situation. But I do think that Illinois will be the guinea pig state. I think that it will be the guinea pig and they will see how things go. I mean, it is one way to super depopulate like, quickly. It is definitely a way to depopulate certain areas, especially a lot of areas of poverty, and especially in a lot of places in Illinois. There's a lot of beautiful places, beautiful suburban places, but there are also a lot of like areas of poverty. So I think it's very scary. I think this is a scary thing. It is. And if, like I said, if you live in Illinois, I would definitely be trying to get out of there. I definitely would be making that a goal. If you can live there, you can live other places too. I promise. I promise. So it could be a way of them pushing a lot of the crime out of the area because it is really bad, you know, with herders, you know, and stuff like that in the Chicago area, especially. So it could be a way of them just pushing people out to clean things up. I don't know. But I just know that that's a very scary thought to be letting those type of people out and to state that you're not, if so somebody gets kidnapped, you're not, very high probability. And if I was the people in the R. Kelly sector, I would be looking into that. I would be like, well, because I was going to look into it myself, but I was just like, well, I wonder if they're going to let him out. But it didn't say anything about like ex-offenders or, you know, anything like that. They didn't say about anything about letting those people out. It's people with these charges that are on the screen. The aggravated battery, DUI, fleeing, arson, burglary, intimidation, kidnapping, robbery. So these charges are the ones that are going to be being let out. So yeah, which is still very scary. Still very scary. These are a lot of these things are very violent. So that's scary. So I said I would rather somebody that committed bank fraud to be getting out than these type of people. I'm just like, wow. And there's also going to be no bail. So if a person is caught doing whatever offense they got detained for, you can read it. There is no bail. So the person will go to court and they won't hold them in jail until their trial or court date. No, they're just expected to come back because there's no bail. So they'll just be letting them right back out for whatever, depending on what they did. As long as it's one of these things, there's no bail. Crazy. So they're letting them right back out. This is very important. That's why I'm like, yeah, I have to talk about this because more awareness needs to be raised. So this is very scary. Very scary. Sam says they can go finish the rest of the job to get that first degree. But see, here's the thing. First degree is usually always pushed down to second. So as long as now you have red-handed proof that this person premeditated everything, you know, about this, then it's like they'll keep up on it. But if their lawyer, you know, or whatever, they're gonna be pushing for count two. Like that's what they're gonna push for. And most judges allow it. So it's gonna be really hard. Like I feel like it's already hard to charge somebody with first degree. It's already hard, you know. So That's why I feel like they put second degree on there deliberately, because they know a lot of people will be getting charged with second. So it's crazy. Yeah, horrible. Horrible. It has my whole spirits down just thinking about it. It's like all those poor, because people aren't just going to be able to just go. Like they're not going to be able to just do that. And if you're telling people that they can do certain things in this place, it's going to attract people to it. So anybody that wants to do certain things to somebody or wants to go there and commit that, like, I don't know. That's a scary thought. Absolutely. Borderline, yeah. Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah. Absolutely. Why wouldn't they let out nonviolent? Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, well, why does the crimes have to be so violent? I'm like, I mean, although aggravated and stuff like that, it is a lesser, so it's not like first degree assault, so I guess they're trying to get it as minor as possible, but they're still violent. So, I mean, there's no willing way to kidnap. I mean, how do you willingly kidnap someone? So kidnapping at all is just like, whoa. You're putting kidnapping on there. As many children are being trafficked, and whatnot, and other people being trafficked, like kidnapping. Are you serious? So it's like if a kid goes missing, it's just, who cares? And this just happened in Chicago. What was this, the other day? Video shows Chicago man attempting to kidnap 5-year-old after offering mother cash. So next year, will this be okay? Hi, Carlotta. Hi, sweetie. So is this going to be okay next year? Is this going to be justified next year? That's a really scary thought. Say he got away and this was next year. We just do nothing. Wow. So that means in broad daylight, you can just commit a second degree murder. As long as it's second degree, you can just do it anywhere then there, right? Wow. There's nothing that they can do. So if somebody's just sitting across the street watching you and your kids come and go, they could just do it. And you can't tell them to get off your property. And if so, you decide how much justice is due. You get to take the law into your own hand. So if a Black person's just driving by and a racist person is outside and they just decide that they just want to, they drove too close to my yard, that's just fine. That's just fine. Read it again. I'll let you listen to it again. I'll read it too. But I'll let you listen to it again. Hold on. Let me pull it back up.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping.
Abolishes bail for almost every offense. So that means no matter what you do, pretty much, besides certain things, what they hold you without bail. So, because that's what most people, when you're in jail, it's like there's no bail for you. You have to stay until they figure everything out with you. When something happens there, depending on the crime, pretty much all things cash bail wise are being abolished. So since you're not offering them bail, they don't have to sit, because that's why most people have to sit. If they could bail themselves out, a lot of them could get out of jail or get out of prison, but they can't bail themselves out. Most of them can't afford it. So most criminals, they can afford, to bail themselves out or have family with credit or people with, credit and what do you call that? Insurance, whatever. So collateral, and stuff like that. So now they're abolishing that. So you don't have to worry about that as of January 1st, 2023. So with certain crimes, pretty much all of them, the list that is very short are the things that they're going to hold you on. But other than that, there is no bail. So you commit the crime, they catch you, they bring you to court, and then they let you go.
Armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing and eluding. Offenders released on electronic monitoring have to be in violation for 48 hours before law enforcement can act. They could almost drive to Alaska before we can even look for them.
So even if they on house arrest or anything like that, they got 48 hours, even if they have on a monitor, or anything like that. So usually a person that has on a house arrest monitor, you can't go far, certain perimeters away from the house. You can only go a certain distance. So like maybe the street to where the mailbox is and back, and then that's it. So with you having a monitor on, it don't go off for 48 hours. So no matter where, so you can be, who knows how far you can go, you can travel very far within 48 hours. You can get really far. So that's what they're saying. Like, even if we do arrest them, we can't do nothing, go after them for at least 48 hours. And depending on what they did, we're just going to give them a court date and let them go anyway. Because there is no cash bail or anything like that. So we're, depending on what they did. So if it wasn't like first degree or like the R word, it sounds like they're still arresting people for stuff like that, and doing things to children and stuff like. It sounds like all of that stuff is still illegal. But the offenses that he just mentioned are the ones that are for sure no cash bail. So second degree murder, kidnapping. He just said it himself. This is the mayor, I believe. Isn't this the mayor? Hold on. Yes, Mayor Keith. So yeah, let's keep listening. This is great.
It denies victims their constitutional rights. And keep this in mind, businesses and homeowners. Officers will no longer be able to remove trespassers from your residence or your businesses. Someone could decide to live in your shed, and all we can do is give them a ticket. You have to decide what level of force is required to remove them and whether or not it's legal.
So you as the homeowner or the store owner, you have the right to decide how far to go and if you feel like it's legal. So it's like them putting the law into your hands. You're the police. You police your own things. That's what I'm getting from it. And no, this is not nationwide. This is just Illinois as of now. As of now, this is just for Illinois.
As of January 1st, 2023, the following things will go into effect, and people need to be aware of this. It abolishes cash bail for almost every offense. This includes, but isn't limited to, kidnapping, armed robbery, second-degree murder, drug-induced homicide, aggravated DUI, threatening a public official, and aggravated fleeing.
So that is a lot. So like I said, I do believe that Illinois may be the guinea pig. That Illinois, they may just start there, and depending on how it works out, start to expand. So let's get into the actual article. So it's believed that on January 1st, more than half of the inmates in Winnebago County Jail alone will be freed back into the community, which has already left a heap of Illinois residents concerned. Currently, the Illinois Supreme Court says that in order for the judge to determine someone's bail, they must balance the right of an accused to be free on bail against the right of the general public to receive reasonable protective consideration by the courts. Okay, so what's basically being stated is that they're about to start freeing these people of the majority of these charges. Like no different than when they made marijuana legal in certain states. If you are in jail for like you got a lot of time for like transporting it or something like that, and you're in the state that it, like California or somewhere like that made it legal, then they had to take your charges down, or some people just got let clean out, jail because of it. So it's the same thing with like second degree murder, kidnapping, stuff like that. With these people that are in jail for it, they're going to free them because now it's basically not necessarily legal, but I don't know, it is really confusing. It is confusing, but it's not necessarily legal, but you're not going to get as much time as you normally would for it. The penalty, the punishment is lessened. So with that being said, you can't keep these people locked up if they basically locked up for petty crimes. Because when did second degree murder become petty? When did kidnapping become petty? That ain't no petty misdemeanor. I'm like, what? Like, this is crazy. So yes, so if I were you, if you live in Illinois, please get out of there. Please get out of there. Please get out of there. Like, get out of there. Now, as of now, I'm not going to say it's still up in the air. It sounds like they're going forward with it. It's what it sounds like. All systems go. They've got a date, and all of that. That's when, something real, when they put a stamp a date on it. Then it's just like, oh, okay, so this is happening, So yeah, this is definitely a new world order. It's wow. Crazy. Pray. That's my only advice. But yeah, it's a downer. It brought my energy way down. When I read that, I'm just like, wow, that's so crazy. All of those people are going to be unprotected. Insane. But I have to get out of here, you guys. I love you so much. We will follow up with this. I'm definitely going to keep my eye on this story. And if there's any changes in it and whatnot, we will, or any other state is adopting it, I will definitely keep you aware, because sometimes you just don't know things. A lot of people get your news from here, so it's cool to kiki and laugh, but we also need to know what's going on. Like, do you know what's going on in the world? Because a lot of people are reading this and looking right over, like, oh no, pay attention to this stuff, because then when it happens, you're prepared, you're aware, you know what's going on, so that you can protect yourself. It's hard to protect yourself if you don't know what's going on. A lot of people go by what they see. Okay, well, what if you stop seeing certain things? Then what you gonna do? Everybody just running in the middle of the street, and what are you gonna do? Just run out there and start running with them, or what? Or have a plan? So definitely stay vigilant, y'all. Keep your eyes open. Y'all send prayers to Illinois. Oh my gosh, they're going to need it. They're going to need all the prayer in the world. So especially the ones that don't leave. But I love y'all. I have to get out of here until the next show. Bye.